Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to German 101. Today we'll be learning cafe conversation in German. In this we'll be learning how to introduce yourself in German, how to tell where you come from in German, and how to tell where you live in German. These would be the basics that you would need in any cafe conversation. So let's start. The first thing we are going to learn is how do you say what is your name in German, or wie heißen Sie. Take note of the fact that this beta is a double S sound, hence heißen. It's not a B, it's a double S sound. Wie heißen Sie. Repeat after me. Wie heißen Sie. Correct. That's how you pronounce what's your name in German. Now once you have asked this question, how would you reply to this? Please don't go into the meanings of each and every word at this point of time. We'll come into that later. But just understand how I'm framing the answer. We'll reply to this by saying, Ich heiße, and your name. Say for example, your name is Bridge. Ich heiße Bridge. Notice how the verb has changed. Heißen here has become heiße. This also tells you that heiße means called. This we'll learn in later classes is dependent on the pronoun. What do you think ich means? The question I'm asking is, what is your name? The answer is ich heiße, similar to the English I am called. So ich means I. Ich heiße, I am called Bridge. Now that you know how to tell your name, the next thing we'll be covering is how to tell where you come from. This allows the other person to understand your culture and your background. Woher kommen Sie? Woher is where from, kommen is similar to the English come, and Sie, as you would learn, is the polite you form in German. This is very similar to what you have learned in Hindi over the years. In Hindi we have two forms, आप, which we use to accord respect, and tu, which we use with people who we are familiar with. Similarly, in German we have two forms, Sie and du. Today we'll be only doing the Sie form, and we'll be covering the du form in a different chapter. Woher kommen Sie is the question we were asking. Where do you come from? The answer to this would be similar to the previous answer. Here I have asked you where you come from. You reply to this by saying I come from wherever you come from. Remember from the previous answer that I means ish. So the first word of your answer would be ish. Ich komme aus Punjab. This means that your family comes from Punjab. This again, when you first talk to a German speaker, would allow you to elaborate upon where your family comes from and allow you to become familiar with that person. Hence, now you have established your first contact with this German speaking person by telling them A, where you come from, and B, what's your name. Also notice that the verb form is changing depending upon the pronoun. So when I am using it with ich, komme, which is the verb, is losing its N which it had in the question. In the question I am using the you form because I want to understand where do you come from, which is Sie, and that is why I have kommen. In the answer I am using ich, the first person form, where I am saying ich komme aus Punjab, hence no N. This is also similar to what we did before. Wie heißen Sie became ich heiße Bridge. With ish I drop the N. This is how verbs are conjugated in German. The last question we will be doing today, before we summarize this class, would be where do you live? This is wo wohnen Sie? Repeat with me again. Wo wohnen Sie? Here, wo, similar to woher, means where. Woher means where form. Wo means where. Wo wohnen Sie? Where do you live? What do you think wohnen means? Heißen meant called. Kommen means come. Wohnen, if the question we are asking is where do you live, means live. Now, what do you think would the answer to this be? Remember, in the previous two questions, we used the ish form or the I form to reply to the question. So here the answer would be ish. And remember that whenever we use ish, we don't use the N form. So in the question we had used wohnen. In the answer we'll use wohne. Ich wohne in Delhi. Through the answer to this last question, you have told the speaker at the other end that you live in Delhi. Now the German speaker that you have been conversing with knows that your name is Bridge, you come from Punjab and you live in Delhi. In this way, using these three simple questions and the three simple answers, you have been able to make your first conversation in German and tell the German speaker that you have made some efforts to learn German and you are continuing with the same, and make a good first impression. This is what we help you do in this class so that you can make this good first impression and continue to make such impressions so that you can advance your career both professionally and academically as you may desire. Thank you.